Next thing, I've added some, I think it's real coal pieces in there. So light's not fantastic for Saturday night. And the tender on top of the plastic mould. So that's something else I've done. Just bear with me, I'll just turn the sound off on the Loco so you can hear me a bit better. But fantastic sound. It's got an HM 7000 and Hornby don't have a sound file for the 57XX pannier tank, which this is. So I've picked I think the 2MT sound file, which I really like. Alright, just bear with me while I turn the sound off. Okay, yeah, I actually, with the decoders, I'm not actually, this seems to be so much louder, and this is only on, because with HM 7000, HM DCC, you can adjust the volume via the app. I think it's only about 60%, so it does use the largest speaker box, which is good. But yeah, it seems to be so much louder than my 00 locomotives. So I'm wondering whether the actual loco and the circuit board has a better amplifier. Alright, now some exciting news. Just to reveal for the first time, there is a new addition to my O-Gauge roster. Still on its way from Whitby in Yorkshire, from TMC. It is a Dapol Class 122 bubble car, rail car. Got for a really good price, new. At the moment I would like an early diesel, 26 or 25 or a 24, an O-Gauge, but New Zealand dollars, I can't, with freight and I can't quite swing the probably $12, $13, $1,400 New Zealand. But yes, so, and I've ordered some seated figures from a Chinese website. I was actually on eBay. They seem to be pretty good. Not perfectly painted, some are better than others, but they will look good inside the Loco. So watch this space, and yes, that's going to have HMDCC put in as well. Alright, I've done a bit more on the goods shed. Still not happy with the roof. We've got some fascia to go on there. I've just added the air dry modelling clay, which is still drying, and then that will be painted up. So the inside has to be painted, and that LED light is going to just be extended, and the actual LED will be hidden inside the roof cavity. At the time I was purchasing those from my local electronics store, they didn't have any warm white, so I'm just going to use a little bit of Tamiya yellow just to get a softer colour, and I'll probably do the same in that porter cabin. I know that porter cabin there is not properly, should I say, what's the word? It's more modern than probably the mid-1960s, I dare say, but I got it at a good price, and it's a Bachmann Sincraft, and don't see a lot in O scale from my local suppliers, but yeah, I just had to have it. Eventually, I may use it on the layout about there. I've got to chuck some ballast down and glue that down shortly, but at the moment the platform just looks so bare, so there's a structure on there. I'm not rushing to decide what I do for a station building. I'm thinking of scratch building something, but I would rather take my time and do something properly, and make it look era correct, and yeah, look right for Yorkshire too. So that will probably not be done before the exhibition. So we'll just see how that goes. But so yeah, so done some static grass. This is 12 mil. I had trouble getting. I wanted a slightly more browner, deader looking grass in 12 mil, but I'm quite happy that it's come up. It needs a little bit more. But yeah, next step is this road. I've changed my mind that the road is now just going to come to here and go off scene. I'm going to use some gap filler just to raise the road bed and make a road bed, and also the gap filler, sort of using a technique I used on previous layouts. I'm going to sort of scrape it on in different thicknesses and have some, so it's not totally flat, and then in the lower areas I'm just going to glue in some ballasty stone and then sort of paint the whole thing grey, and it will sort of give it a nice sort of hard standing, which is probably more a bit broken up. It's probably gravel and clay more than carefully poured concrete, which you see in more modern days. So, and this is also a model supposed to detect a branch line yard in the 1960s. So watch this space here. The lights, not perfect. If you look closely, yeah, they're bent. A few got broken in transit, but I got these off AliExpress for about $6 for 10 of them. I will eventually replace them with something better, but in the meantime, they work. They work well. There's another one there. Alright guys, and signal box I'm very happy with. Very happy. Yeah, that I took my time, built that over 3 or 4 nights, just in short bursts. Is a figure there. So this is about what I have done. It's coming on quite nicely, and I think out of the 2 layouts, because I can pretty much decided I can only exhibit one of my 2 layouts at RailX in Wellington in November. I've left it up to them which one they pick, because Metalco's more or less finished. There'll be a lot of little details I can add over time, but it's in a presentable and it's running condition and it runs well. But yeah, I think that I'm offering them something a bit different with my micro layouts, and also I don't know if there's going to be any other UK O gauge or 1 to 43.5 scale layouts, so they may pick this one even though it's smaller, but it's something a bit different and will add variety to the exhibition. Should this one get picked, I'm thinking of adding just probably a cassette or arrangement where the line continues at the end of the platform off scene, just to a clip-on section, which could be a cassette, just a single line to run off scene. So basically the 122 can run on and off the scene from both ends of the layout, come and stop at the platform and leave again. It's a plan, and that would just extend the running a little bit. Alright guys, I'll stop waffling on. The video's already far too long at this point. Let you go, and we'll end with the Loco leaving. Take care of yourselves, and happy modelling.